Let's move on then. And Amitron Electronics, that's the company we are going to talk about next. Mukesh Vasani is the founder of the company and joins in now. Mukesh, a pleasure to welcome you on NDTV Profit. But the first question, and our budget discussions have been eclipsed now by a bigger announcement, which is a much bigger boost and a fuel for our economy as well as the markets. Your first take from the corporate India point of view, what it means for India when we talk about the 18% reciprocal tariff from the US that has been signed.
Thank you, Nisaji. Thank you for having me on the NDTV platform. The budget and the new announcement about 18% tariff is a huge benefit for electronics industry, especially for our infrastructure in India and in US, both places. So it will help us a lot of clarity between long-term supply chain projects. It will help us build a better relationship and profit making, because now we build in US and build in India with this lower tariff. So it's a win-win situation, and it's good for Aimtron being a global footprint. As our goal is to be a Aimtron 2.0, our long-term vision is to be a global ESDM ODM partner with our OEM clients throughout the MNCs throughout the globe. So that is help us, and we recently just announced an acquisition, so that will help us also in Aimtron specific. It will help whole electronics industry, but definitely it will help Aimtron for sure.
Right, so you are very euphoric with Aimtron's, gains coming in from this particular development. But Mukesh, you'll have to give me some specifics on what is the kind of gain that you are expected to get from this with this acquisition and your business in terms of revenue percentage and the performance of the company because of this announcement and tariffs of 18%.
So yeah, see both. Let me just give you first answer. First is see this acquisition. The strategy behind the acquisition was selecting a Aimtron 2.0 vision. Last time I was with Somit ji in an interview that we discussed about our a ESDM ODM partner throughout our MNCs, global MNCs. So in that scenario, this acquisition in US is kind of a reduced time to market, brick and mortar facility. We're adding new segment, but now adding to this 18%, it will grow our international business to Aimtron Electronics Limited. So let's see, initially we had about 60% of international client, but now because of the tariff uncertainty, we reduced that and we just changed the gear and we bring it down to almost 20%. But now the line up again after this announcement actually started last night. And it's again, we're going to change the gear and bring all the international customer back to India. And it's going to give you a better boost in our margin markup. As you know that always international customers it gives better margin and markup. So this acquisition help us that way a maybe cross sell, we call it. Cross sell means low mix high volume we can take it from India, and high mix low volume we build locally there. That is our strategy behind it.
Right, you said that there will be a markup and you had to reduce dependence on the US sales from 50-60% to now 20%. So with this uptick, can you give a slight guidance of how much of EBITDA improvement and in how much time can be expected, at least a sense and a guidance?
So yes, the current acquisition is about a very steady growth of 18 million a year. So they are steadily grow in that same range. So it will help us to add additional 150 to 200 crore worth of top line with EBITDA. Right now is about a lower double digit EBITDA. We're gonna add on this because of this acquisition. So the 60% of the international business it will give us a impact after 3 to 6 months, because our cycle is about 6 to 8 month cycle on the new business flow and ship it. So that is we are expecting uptick in EBITDA a little bit higher, because of this international business.
Right, 3 to 6 months gap, but a clear uptick when it comes to your performance. Thank you so much, Mukesh Vasani, for joining us right here on NDTV Profit.